So I have so many questions, Nikki.
Do you
that I wrote a
really?
list.
Okay.
I
I
wanna
mean,
know.
anything that I'll just be like,
So I have so many questions because we have our own conversations.
yes,
And our
yes.
conversations are like homegirl conversations.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that I could be wrong because I was clearly wrong with people knowing your real name. So I could be wrong. And my opinion is like, I don't think people know the side of you that we experience. And
Yes.
we experienced this from the first time we met.
Yes.
So it was like divine, I would
Yeah.
say. So I don't think people know that side. So that's why I have so many questions. To show people that side of you.
Yes.
Because to them, you just look like a real estate agent.
I know.
But you're not just a real estate agent.
Agreed. There's layers of healing and work that I had to do to get there. And I find it easy to talk to people who you get it. Like with you, it was like, there's no guesswork. She got it. Like I could look at you and you already know what I said, and vice versa. And everybody doesn't do that. So sometimes if it's like all the extras, I'm like, okay. So I need to work on that.
Sign?
Capricorn. I don't really know too much about horoscopes and stuff, but I'm like,
was that January?
Yep. So middle December to end early January. So in that cusp right there.
My dad's a Capricorn.
Oh yeah, do you like him?
I love my daddy.
Oh,
That's
good.
my favorite person.
Daddy's girl. No, I get it.
So I'm gonna call you Nikki.
Please do.
Because that's what I know.
Right.
But you could tell the people your real name.
Okay.
But everybody can call you Nikki too.
Yeah, my real name is Tony. No, I'm kidding. My real name is Shanika. She was like, "What? What is going on? You in witness protection?" I'm kidding.
Like, where'd Tony come from?
Right, I come from. No, I actually pre-saved life. I used to actually give fake names, and sometimes I would forget. Actually, and so I'm like, "Oh, who's that?" I'm like, they were like calling
I don't
me.
remember
And I'm
none
like,
of my fake names.
I never remember them. I'm like, "What?" And they're like, "Oh, such and such." And they calling me hardcore, and I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah, that's right." So that was one of them. I do remember that.
I don't remember none of them.
Hot mess. That was, some years ago. But
if you see this, I give you another name. It's probably a middle name.
Maybe one of them,
Possibly.
I love it. No, but my real name is Shanika. And Nicky was just like, a close circle of people. And some people outside of that, they would call me Nicky. And then when I decided to step more into the public eye, I decided to stick with that nickname. It was just much easier. And I used it as my Instagram handles for years. And so, just kind of stuck.
So you are a commercial real estate agent.
Yes, I am.
You are a business owner.
Mm-hmm.
I am. Right? Yes. You also work a job.
I do.
So you're balancing your career with your business.
Yes, ma'am.
And now, to my surprise, you got a love life. You done stepped out the group chat.
Listen. We do put it like that.
You stepped out the group chat. You was like, no dating, not here. And now you're like, oh, I got a situationship. So how'd that happen?
Okay. So this year I was turning 35. And I did this when I was 30, really stepped back and delved into, what I really wanted, what I really want life to look like. A relationship and marriage and motherhood, all those things are things that I wanted. And of course I wanted to do it through, the husband route, systemically. And then also what I believe in my, religiously wise, that's the way I wanted to do it. But I never felt any pressure to be in a relationship. I have a beautiful single life, and I enjoy my own company. So, I'll travel, I'll do all of that by myself. That's not a problem. But I was like, you have to actually position yourself to welcome that in. And so a couple weeks ago, actually.
This is new.
Huh?
This is new.
This is very new. This is very, very new in the sense of taking it as serious as I am. Because I realized, though, a lot of that distance or that challenge was really healing. Like I really felt like I had some, I had built up a defense because prior to a few years ago, I came out of a very toxic relationship. It was not healthy for me at all. And I realized that I had built this defense system that didn't allow people really in, which is why the world sees what I show it as opposed to really getting a chance to see who I am. And so I realized that in dating, I also was doing that. So the walls were so high. It's like, I want to get to you, but I'm not necessarily open. So I kind of did a real deep healing journey over the past couple months and really dug deep. And then, brought me there to be like, all right, okay.
So how did you meet said person? Were you out and about? Were you on dating apps?
No,
Was it a referral?
So I did a dating app once and it was horrific. So no, not the dating app.
You don't be swiping left?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Left?
And I think I was swiping wrong people. I was going the wrong direction. I'm like, this is stupid. I can't do it. For me, that app particularly. I didn't pay for any of them.
I get bored with dating apps.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
I don't know. To me, it'd be like, oh, if they post a picture with their kids, I don't like that.
See, you
because why are you on an app with your kids?
Some people think it's a selling point, though. I
don't like it.
And they're like, oh, I just want to like show you everything. But my thing with it, and even just dating generally speaking, like the repetitiveness. Okay, what you this, what you like, what you did, I'm like,
yeah, and I don't like too many questions.
I'm like, am I in an interview? And I know you got to ask questions, but I like, again, like
I think God will make it just divine.
Yes, but even when you talk, it's just kind of like a fluidity to it. And I like those conversations. That's what gets me to open up, because it's like we're flowing through the conversations as opposed to being like, and so what's this? Check, write notes. Okay, and it's this and then that. Too much.
So where did you meet this person? What made you say this person is who I want to date and explore dating with?
Yeah, so we actually have mutual circles. So we knew each other as younger teenager kids. Time went by, and then we reconnected again as adults. And then, just kind of blossomed from there. But it literally was social media, like, a post, kind of like light touches here and there. But then it kind of developed from there. And as we spent time, and grew from there, definitely friendship for sure, which was still a challenge too, because you had to, have an openness and things like that to it. But, after realizing that we matured, we grew, talked, and realizing like, this is definitely something we could take serious and do something with it.
I don't pay nobody on social media no mind.
No, this is not social media. I told you we knew each other as kids, but I get what you're saying.
No, but you're saying like you started from like, I'd be like, what y'all
want? Girl. But see, that's the thing. People's like, dudes must be in your DM. Listen, you know how many people are not in my DMs? Some people say I'm intimidating. I feel like I'm so sweet.
My DMs is crazy.
I know your DMs are crazy. No one slides in my DMs unless it's like, can I get this
DMs
property?
To show you.
Girl, well, show me.
I posted I wanted to go out of town and act like I'm by myself. The responses I was getting to that was like,
girl, no.
Y'all just confirmed that I don't need to date in Boston. They'd be like, ain't you married? Don't you got a girlfriend? Wasn't y'all just celebrating her birthday? Like, what?
No, man. Mine's be dry. They've been dry. Social media has never been.
I feel like people
ever.
I get this persona that I'm mean. And I think people like it.
That's the thing. And I feel like I'm like super
Because if I'm mean, why
nice,
y'all keep talking to me?
Because you have this thing that they want to take down, I feel like. They're like, I want to figure out what that is.
It cannot come down.
Of course it's not. Not that way, at least.
I'm a real Scorpio. We stand
My sister's a Scorpio, and she has a family.
I'm like, I get so bored with people, like, with guys dating, like.
Girl, I get it. Most of the people that came and approached me just throughout life was like, it had to be like personal. Like I had to see them physically.
I hate when they be like, hey, big dog, like, or the oh, beautiful. I like,
yeah.
It just be so corny in my inbox, like.
Girl, and you know what else I tell people all the time? Because like these
or
some
big
of these
money,
people,
that be killing me. I be feeling like you trying to rob me, like.
Because they already know you're the money lady.
I'm gonna post that tonight. Like when y'all inbox me, hey, what's up, big money? I feel like you trying to rob
exactly.
me.
You're not getting a sugar mama over here, so take
and that's
that
why
over
ladies need to come see you.
Okay.
Just in case.
Okay.
So
they sure do.
So Nikki is a firearm instructor.
I sure am.
And for the big money, people that be in your inbox, you never know.
Okay. But, yeah. Ladies, y'all gotta come out. I'm gonna do a ladies' night at some point. I'm supposed to do one this summer. Didn't get a chance to do that. You gotta do
it before it starts snowing. Nikki.
Definitely, but even if it starts snowing
in the winter, that's
so
Harry
if you
Potter
need to defend
season.
yourself and it's snowing, what you gonna say? Oh, well, it's snowing. No, you're gonna do what you gotta do.
I'm not coming out in the snow.
Well, I'm not saying for you to come out in the snow.
But I want to come.
Then you'll be there. I know that.
I get annoyed. I'm already short. The snow be meeting me waistline. We can't do the snow. It'd be a
Girl,
challenge.
you're not new to in New England, so you could get around.
I
I'm sure you'll be
am.
fine. And we've been having some
I
really good
grew
winters.
here, but I feel like I flew here. Like
No,
our
for
Barbie
real.
said.
Girl, listen, I get that.
I don't know nothing about
West
New England.
Indian bread. I was born in Boston, but West Indian bread, I'm like, I am warm blooded through and through. I'm like, well, we're all warm blooded, but you know what I mean, from the Caribbean.
But that's like
Give me the island mother.
binge watch season Harry Potter. That's
see,
the time
I'm
for
not
you to
that
be with
person.
your new boo.
Yeah, but I'm still like, believe it or not, I'm not a like TV watcher. Like, I don't know what's on TV. I don't know what shows
I
to
can give you
watch.
some shows to watch.
I'm not. Please do. I would say send me a recommendation, and then I'm gonna like stick on that one thing till it's done, and then that's it.
I had a whole playlist for when the weather changed.
Oh, girl, no, I don't. I'm really not. I used to watch.
What
TV
kind of
crazy.
shows you like?
I like some reality shows. I like some. I don't know. I don't have a particular
Do you
genre.
like
you know what?
vampire shows?
I do actually like that.
You
I like
watch
Twilight.
the originals. Okay, then you'll like the originals.
Okay, what's that on?
They took it off of Netflix, so I would have to tell you.
Okay.
That's my
Help me.
favorite show.
Really? Yeah.
If I could
was
choose, I would
watching-
be a vampire.
as opposed to a werewolf.
I would be a hybrid if I had to. If
Okay,
if
if
both
that's
was on the
possibility,
table,
yes.
I would have to be a hybrid. If
I
I,
do
had to
like
choose
that.
one or the other,
I'd be
That
a,
would be
I'd
a-
be a vampire.
a vampire. But I would also want to be a werewolf.
Yeah, I like.
But I feel like you would like the originals.
yeah, I'm gonna have to watch.
I've seen it
I'm
like
gonna look into it.
800 times.
Stop it. So you know what I actually enjoyed that I was surprised that I actually enjoyed Game of Thrones. I actually
I
watched
haven't
it.
seen that.
The first 5 episodes, girl, was painstaking. I couldn't even pay attention to it. I'm like, what is this? They was like, stick with it. I'm like, all right, because I'm gonna jump ship. But I stuck with it and actually got through it, and it's good. I'm surprised that I liked it. It was so good though. But I like that medieval stuff though, for real.
I'll try Game of Thrones.
Try it. You gotta get past them first 4 or 5. It sucks. But you gotta let them lay the story out, put all the characters together. Then once they get going,
See,
they
I'm
get
good
going.
with a storyline. It's just
It's a lot. It's a lot of
I
work.
don't know what about it. It's just was like enough for me.
I know. And I didn't watch it when it was popular. I watched it way after it cooled off. I don't watch things, especially when it's hype or I gotta wait for the episode to come out. Like right now.
Yeah, see, I don't like that. I don't want to watch one episode. I like
Spoon-feeding.
send it all so I can binge watch.
Right,
and get it
sit in
all.
a setting,
I don't want to know what
exactly.
happened. I'll be guessing my own storyline. So,
I'm with you.
but the
babe.
originals is good. It's a bunch of siblings, but main characters is Klaus Michelson,
Okay.
Elijah Michelson.
Okay.
Those are my favorite people.
Okay. I like it. All right.
If I could choose my family, I would adopt myself into that family.
Not adopt
Because they
myself
be
into
fighting
that.
with each other, but they so loyal to each other.
That's what I like. Cause see,
Like-
I'm big on that. Like the family can be having whatever we got going on, but when you step outside these doors,
Like Elijah's the noble brother, perfect husband. Klaus is like the boyfriend you want, like in your wild days, because he's wild. Klaus,
fun.
Yes, he's a hybrid, but Elijah,
with a werewolf.
you gotta watch it, girl.
What? Okay, I'm definitely have to
His
get into
mama
that.
was a thought. I was
well,
when we get
dang.
sued, his mama was. It's like the Viking era, so
Oh,
their dad
that's my
was.
scene.
Their dad was like out killing people. Mom had an affair with a werewolf tribe and ended up making
This baby.
Klaus. But the father thought Klaus was his son until he realized this ain't my son. But the mother was doing like witchcraft. So it's called the originals because they're supposed to be the first vampires.
Oh wow.
So it goes that far back. But it's not like medieval boring. Like you'll get scenes here and there, but it's like very this vampire Twilight era type of thing.
Okay, I like that.
You'll love it.
Okay.
You'll cry. Me and Renee.
I'm a crybaby. I
Me
am
and
a
Renee, I'm telling you,
crybaby.
we'll watch that 20 times in the fall.
Girl.
That'll be the only thing we watch.
Really.
I could tell you the whole movie. It's like a series. I could tell you, but it's like you always like, oh, I missed that.
Right. Let me watch it again. I love it.
They adopted like this little black boy. You gotta watch it. So
Okay, I gotta check
then
it out.
Rebecca's like the sister who just be getting tossed around between the siblings. And they got these other siblings that are witches. It's like,
Oh,
because mama was doing,
that's
I don't know what her mama was doing.
so this is all the mother's kids. Mm-hmm. Oh wow.
Mama, the only child that's not the original father's is Klaus.
Oh,
All of the rest of them
because he's the
are
werewolf.
the father and the moms. but the mother's sister couldn't have kids. So, but the mother's a witch, and her sister's a witch. So she sold her kids to the sister and cursed all of them.
Right.
Basically, all firstborns were cursed. So they thought, I don't want to tell you the movie, but they thought like their older sister was dead. Couldn't find out she was in a coffin sleeping with the aunt to preserve life. It's crazy.
Girl.
Then the other brothers like gave up their werewolves, their vampire side to become witches, which is why would you want to be a witch? But I love the three main characters.
Okay.
Elijah, Rebecca, and Klaus. Because I can see myself in all three of them.
That's good.
Like I know I can be wild like Klaus. Like over my kids, I'm wild like Klaus.
Yeah.
Because he be doing some wild. You go like, this is a wild. I be on his Instagram today like Klaus, and they be like, that is not this man's name. Like,
but you identify.
Klaus.
See, when you do a good job, though, you carry your character's name, though.
He's forever gonna be Klaus. And then Elijah's just so noble. Like that's the man I would marry. Like Elijah's noble, and Rebecca's just like, you be loyal, but you so stupid sometimes. like little bits.
I think.
Yeah. So what was childhood Nicky like?
Childhood Nicky? Oh man. To be honest with you, I think it really depended on what environment I was around, to a degree, right? So I think naturally,
a chameleon.
Exactly. You know, which I think there's positives and negatives to that, but generally speaking, I feel like I've always been reserved and quiet. I felt like I would let things just happen as opposed to standing up for myself the way that I should. And so when I look back at my childhood, I wish that I did that more outside. But I grew up predominantly with my mother, and she's like, when I say everything, like that's my queen, that's my rock, that's my everything. Like I love my mother. And it was just, and she's like, strong and dependent. So for me to be passive and very sensitive.
Were your parents married?
No, so not my biological mother and biological father. They were not married. They both remarried, but my stepfather had been in my life since I was about 1.5, 2. So I was raised by my mother and my stepfather predominantly, and I visited my father's house. Yeah.
I don't know much about Capricorns other than my dad, so I don't know. My dad wasn't sensitive, so where'd you get that from?
So that's the thing. I don't know much about horoscopes. I don't really follow them all the way like that, but people keep telling me that the way that I'm naturally, they're like, you don't act like a real, not till now, like a real Capricorn, whatever that means. So they're like, I don't know where that came from, but I feel like, again, doing work, I realized that there was a lot of silencing outside of my mother. And I didn't, if I shared that with her, I know she would have definitely reaffirmed me. But I would just allow it to just happen and close it all in. And so I think that played out into my adulthood and even in my teenage years where I was just silenced, and then I always say I'm a recovering people pleaser type of thing because I didn't want people to be disappointed. I wanted to fit in, or I wanted to be loved, in different crowds. And sometimes I would, be at the detriment of who I felt I was authentically, But I used to be able to express that creatively, but not in reality.
How do you think your childhood shaped your dating life and your love life?
So I think from the positive side, my mother is an amazing wife. So even like I tell people all the time, I probably have seen my parents argue twice in my entire life, meaning my mother and my stepfather. They didn't argue in front of us. They didn't disrespect each other in front of us. That was just something I did not see. So I got to see a healthy wife and husband, which I honor and I love, because sometimes people say, especially in our community, you don't get to see that type of stuff. But I saw that, she would cook, make sure there was food. But then, like I said, I think some of that outside of that household, that passivity that I had allowed me to just accept and tolerate things that I probably shouldn't have accepted and tolerated. So sticking around certain relationships a little longer than I needed to, because once I realized like, this is not for you, instead of tolerating and trying to work around it, I just let it happen, until it kind of faded out or got really toxic, So I think that from that aspect, those things played out because I didn't defend myself the way I really wanted to. I didn't articulate myself the way that I wanted to because I was concerned about what other people may think or feel. But other than that, from a healthy standpoint, I'm blessed to have had that exemplified, before. And so I think I can model after that for sure, from a wife and, all that stuff.
So you're dating.
Yes.
Do you see this as a long-term situation?
Definitely. That's what I want. That's the goal. You know what I mean? But I think it's because not you. I'm talking about me. I enjoy my single life. Like I have when I tell you it's fun, it is so much fun. You get it.
I enjoy being single,
but I
do want companionship.
Yeah.
But I don't want to look for companionship.
That part.
I don't you gotta just blend in.
Yeah.
Already.
Right.
I don't have time for the get to know you phase.
You gotta Whitney. Now you know that sounds crazy than everything.
But it takes too much energy.
No, I think you haven't found the right one to do that with. That's the part. I
haven't found nobody who made me interested in doing that. I would say that.
That's the part.
But even now, I'll be like, what? I don't know.
Because you need somebody that's like that can be like, hey yo, like.
Because my thing is, how do you date as the woman like me who's a full on like. Do I date somebody with a job? Do I date somebody with an...
But I think that you got to stop looking at like those elements. You got to... Because for me, this is what I had to do with being that balance.
I'll be ready to go.
It's the characters that I...
You got to call in and say, hey, can I take time off?
What do you mean? Like that's working?
Like if he works... Job.
Because for me, I have a 9-to-5, but I don't necessarily have to do all that. Like I have a really amazing boss. A really great, like I've always been remote. But not everybody
get that.
I understand that, but I'm saying it's out there because it exists.
But I would get the one who be like, I gotta ask my boss.
Well, then
I gotta wait for the trip.
But you already know how to put strategy together, so you help him put a plan together to get him free.
You'll be calling out like you got COVID.
No, you will be putting a plan together for him to make money.
You'll be like the commercials with the YouTube sounds in the back, like beep. I'm not doing all that,
girl.
I'm not doing all that.
Yes, you. No, can. But the thing about it is that I'm not telling you to do it for him.
Who leads. So if I got to put a strategy together,
no, that's not the point though. The point is like again. Some people, right, they might have all the great qualities and elements, and all you need to do is just say, do this, this, and that. If they're ready to listen and make that happen, there's nothing for you to do because they're going to step into that role. I'm not. Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. Well, not coaching, but you do the money strategy things. Girl, bye.
Now he got to book an appointment.
So?
That is... I'm like, she made me book an appointment.
I think because you're trying to mirror it as the formula that you use today, but I'm ready to see you with that person that's gonna really rock your world and be like, you know what? And then we're gonna be like, oh, Whitney, okay. And then I'm gonna be interviewing you when you get into that relationship.
I'm like, who sent you? That's like
exactly.
I don't know. Coming. I want to date, but God Himself got to come. Like this is him. And He like will. Mary, have this
and
baby.
He will. And like, He will.
I don't want to hear God's voice. I need to see.
I'll give you a year. I hear that. I give her a year. 1 year. Watch.
No, don't put that on my spirit.
A year. I know.
What do I do with it?
You gonna figure it out like you figure out everything else. You are a mother, an entrepreneur. You do everything.
I think I intimidate men.
I get it because people have told me the same thing, and I'm like, how? I don't understand that, and that's why I keep on moving.
It's more so of intimidation because men look at it like, oh, they don't want a man. It's not that we don't want a man. We really don't need one. Like,
right.
So if we accept that, it gotta be like same level or higher for me.
Yeah, or they gotta want to get there and quickly.
But I don't want to wait around for you.
I'm not telling you to wait for anybody because that's not our job. Our job is not necessarily to wait for that to happen. Because I'm telling you, because there are.
I don't even want to do his taxes. Like,
then don't.
I don't want none of that conversation into my relationship.
You don't have to do that, but I think naturally.
I don't want him to ask me you got to have your own financial person outside of me.
Fine, okay, that's your criteria.
It's like
but my
now
thing
we're
is
stepping on boundaries.
Okay, but see the thing about it though is that when you're naturally talking to your partner, they're like even if it's just pillow talk, like being an inspiration, being able to speak life into your partner, I think that's something you should argue. So I think when I say that with regards to strategy, because it's natural, second nature for you, I don't think you're going to have a problem naturally doing that. And if you're talking to a man that's ready to step up and really be the alpha that you need, he's going to take that and run with it. Oh, that's a gem. My babe just gave me a gem. I'm going to run with this and come back and look what I did. Like, I caught the highs. Like, what? Yeah,
I don't want betas though.
Stop answering your DMs.
I can't. That's where the money be.
Well, then you're going to have to coach.
I need somebody
or do whatever
who
you got to
can
do,
filter
girl.
through my DMs.
Okay, well then get that person. But you got to be open.
Don't put a year on me. You have to rescind that.
No.
That's too soon.
And
a
I'm
year
not,
can come
but
like
see,
this.
the thing about it is that I'm not even worried about what you have to do. I'm saying that I feel like a man within a year will step up and show you that he can match that. Period.
No, take that back.
No.
Do like a 5-year plan.
Girl, right? 5 years, ma'am.
Because I gotta be like,
What?
I still gotta work on me.
I understand that because I had to do that too, which is why I'm here today talking to you about dating. Because for me, I was like, what's going on? Because out here, not for me.
So, you see yourself long-term marriage. What's Nicky like as a wife?
What do I imagine Nicky as his wife? I have a very playful, kid-like nature, believe it or not. I know people are like, you always look so serious. Sometimes I'm like, I guess sometimes, but with us, we always joking and being like Kiki, and they don't understand that side. But when I become vulnerable, I'm like touchy, playful. I love to cook. I'm a homebody naturally. I be outside because obviously we got to get the money, right? But I love my home to feel like home, So, being able to do that, being able to just, again, take care and be able to show that really soft, feminine side in a healthy way, not in a like demeaning type way, is very exciting. It's a very exciting thought for me. So I really look forward to exploring that more and putting it into practice because everything sounds good in principle until you get into the relationship and it gets on your nerve and you're like, see, I never dealt with that before, but I'm ready. I'm definitely ready. I'm gonna do it.
What gets on your nerves?
What gets on my, oh gosh.
Tell your partner now what gets on your nerves.
Pettiness. I really don't. Petty, like in tit for tat pettiness. Like, you're intentional. Like, especially if there's like certain things that I would do that's just unintentional and that, you know what I mean? And then if you trying to like match that and it's like, I'm genuinely like doing something. So I'm trying to think of an example.
We call those princesses. Those are princesses.
See, I don't gotta get an example. You get it. You get it.
That's a princess.
I'm like, oh my gosh, stop being so petty. Oh my God, cut it out. Like, and I just don't like when somebody's I don't like with males, right? Like you said, like I feel like I want you, whatever you are, I need you to stand up and be that. Like I don't want to see you out there in a pack of dudes and you just cowering back and like demeaning yourself. No, stand strong in who you are. You can be respectful, but when I look, because I know for me, I stand on that individually. So, because if I see you doing that out there, then again, like you said, you kind of have to like, now I have to like help build that, bridge that, like heal that. You know what I'm saying? I had to do my work. I need you to do your work. So I love to see you out there stand. I want to cheer for you, push you forward and do all that type of stuff. Listen, one thing about me, people don't understand, and I'm going to start it. I want to do like a men's ministry type thing. I love men. Like I love pouring in and investing, but especially Black kings. Oh
I love Black men, but I can't. They're too.
I get it, but I have the
women
patience.
like me who give advice to most men. It's like they don't do well with it,
but that's okay. That's not your job,
and it's like
that's not your. The outcome
I
is
can
not
come in
your
as
job.
Supportive, but the moment I feel like you trying to buck up, then now you put me in defense mode. And I don't want to be there.
Yes. But that's where
like we were talking about bringing a guy on to talk about us. I can't remember the topic. And it's like, we can't do it here. Because I will flip this is my house.
But you know what though? The thing is,
because it's like men already, what I don't think men get is like, you already won. Regardless to what you say, you won. You're a man. You're supposed to be stronger than me, but yes, some of y'all be getting beat up by girls, but you're supposed to be stronger than me. So by default, off of theory alone, you win.
Right.
Don't put it in a situation where now I gotta embarrass you. And I've been into like, people be like, oh, I'm gonna bring Whitney in because she knows about the finance stuff, and other men will know about finances. And then I will come in like, oh, do. And they're like, oh, she's trying to overshadow us. I don't want your position. I don't like being outside. Okay. So y'all keep running. If I was to come outside, I will make more money than a lot of y'all.
Oh yeah.
I
When I tell you,
it's
I
like
get it.
Their ego gets hurt, and
Yes, and especially by some females that are strong like that.
And then it's like, oh, you got to go heal yourself and fix your ego. Now you're the bitter one, and that like what?
Yeah.
I don't have time to go back and forth or tit for tat with a man who hasn't found himself yet in any aspect, or who got mama issues.
Agreed. And what I'm saying to you is, and which is what I had to learn, is you got to learn your limits, because my thing is that allowing that to make you react is them taking the power. But by you saying, okay, I'm dropping this right here, you do with it what you may, but I'm out of here. And then their response to that is not
me.
See, that's where you gotta have self-control.
I've been doing great. I'd be telling her like, sit down, put your thing down.
Until that trigger, like
I'll just take naps now. Like, oh, time to go to sleep. I force myself to take when I'm annoyed with things. I just like it's nap time, because I can't control my face. It's already given mean girl.
Yes.
So if I don't say it, my face for sure says it. And so I just force myself. That's why on Zoom I keep my camera off.
Mm-hmm. When I first met you,
I'd be like, clock out.
Your face would be like, and then I think you was on stage too, and somebody made some type of comment and joke. Everybody was laughing. Whitney was like, I was like, oh, was this that
I
feel like it was the one that Alex did in at the with all the where is that place? But you know, like Yale House, where they have all the lights. You see it on the highway across from the tank. And you were up there. You had on a blue suit that day. And then Taylor was the host.
Yeah, it was
across the street from on
news
the other
event,
side of the highway.
The news event.
Yes, exactly, the news event. It was the Black Wealth Generation thing, whatever
I'm gonna
that
have to
was.
ask Alex for them clips.
I was like, this woman plays zero games.
No, because you know what it is? I'll say something, and it's no disrespect to the men in the industry, but you know what you're talking about. We could do the same thing, but we don't do the same thing.
Okay.
And it's like, it'd be like, I'm never going to say nothing that's not 100% true, because my name means everything to me.
Yes.
So if I say something, everybody's like, fact check me.
Right.
Pull out your phone.
I love that about you.
That's
you
just my fact check me. Because if I'm wrong, I want you to tell me wrong so I can correct it. Right. But now I need to know what was saying. You so petty. I remember. That's petty.
I was like, not even petty, boo. I was just like, and for me, I feel like I tend to get along.
So like what I get when people approach me about that event, they was like, you know, when the guys were trying to put you in the middle seat, and you was like, no, you get in the middle. Like,
right.
It was like, because I don't ever put myself in a situation where both of y'all are already brawling. Like,
yeah.
I'm already on a stage with men who you already cover me. You stand out there, because when I speak, it's going to take that light from you.
Right.
Because people are not used to hearing me speak this way.
At all.
So I don't want to be in the middle. So that's what most people say to me. But now you said somebody said something. I need to know.
No, I didn't even say that. It was my observation of it. I was sitting right in the front row, and I'm like, and then even just the way that you carry your presence is the same exact way. Like, it's very like right here. And you're alert. You're paying attention to everything.
I have to be comfortable. And I think for me... Like, in that stage, I was getting a lot of things. A lot of things was happening at that event for me. Like, I don't like when guys, like, grab me for my attention. And that was happening a lot. So I was already getting annoyed. Like, for me, it's, like, one thing, if I'm by myself, it's cool. But I always got one of my children or all my children with me. And, like, when y'all are pushing through the crowd, y'all are pushing my child.
Exactly.
And when you push my child, that's like...
Right, mom,
I'm separating personal... because if you really know me, you know my child. You get what I'm saying? Because my kids are always with me.
Exactly.
So that was happening in the backstage, and it was just like a lot of weird stuff. Like I'd be like, Alex, I don't like coming outside, because then it gives the room to people who do be in my DMs to think like they have it is safer for you to flirt in the DMs.
Really?
In my face, it's like, what? So we were like in the back, funny. And it was happening. I'm like, nigga, what? So
everybody's like, that because
fix your face.
Sorry, let me say. I was like, because that flirt, let me talk about that flirt thing. And this is what used to get me in trouble a lot of times too, because I wish I had some of that demeanor to be like, back up off me. I didn't, and I don't sometimes. So even when it was like in the scene, like it'd be the completely wrong dude. Like, you're not even in the wheelhouse. And they just get this smile out of me, and they're like, "Oh, now I'm gonna lock you in."
Yeah, like
I'm like, if you don't step back.
I think people think like my pleasantness. If I'm pleasant with you in an environment like this, it's because it was Alex's event,
Right.
But all the girls, like, if I have some of the videos, they was like, Whitney, I'm looking. We were taking a group photo, and the dude's just like, I'm like, damn, nigga, go that way. Like,
Can you?
And everybody's like, Whitney, I'm like, I'm trying, but it's like, this is annoying. Like,
yeah, no,
annoying. And then it's like. So it's no secret that who my male best friend is.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like when he's there, everybody's like, oh, they dated. Like,
yeah, we talked about that.
Okay, we just don't care to clean up y'all rumors. But okay.
Exactly.
So it's like,
right.
Now it's like, oh, she's not flirting because she's with her boyfriend. Like, what? So, and we just be laughing. But if you're thinking that way,
you're already wrong.
And I just be like, y'all are weird. Like, even if I was, to me, if I'm not married, I'm still on the market.
Right.
If I'm in a...
Can y'all explain that?
Okay.
If I'm not married,
and I'm saying right for you, but go ahead.
For me, if it doesn't mean I'm out here being wild if I am talking to somebody, but until you show me that you're serious, I am free to still date.
Agreed.
And I'm honest enough to tell you, hey, I'm going on a date. You're not sure. Like if I like you, I know how far I'm willing to go with you. We don't have to like have a timeline. I already know.
Right.
To me, if a man is serious, he will marry you, and it will be locked down and committed.
Right.
If it's not committed, I'm not gonna limit my options.
Right.
Like I've already had one marriage that was not what it was supposed to be. So, if you feel like you like me and you assume that this man is with me, be a man and step up. Like, hey, yo, I'm interested. There's no ring on her finger.
Right. Come on.
What's your role?
Right.
Because I'm trying to make this my role.
Right.
As long as it's not messy and petty and respectful.
Correct.
I feel like men can do that.
Agreed. And I think that they should, especially with somebody like you. It has to be different than the rest. Because if you look like a carbon copy, that's how you're going to be treated, period. So for me, I agree with you. I think, but I do believe in monogamy, especially when I'm like again, like the situation I'm talking about now. Like I'm focused on this particular, my effort, my energy is going in that direction, period. But prior to that, like you said, if I'm not married or we have not made the roles clear, then I'm free to do whatever I want to do. Unlike you, I don't feel that I need to check in and be like, "Hey, I'm going on a date," unless we
so
say
I check in
explicitly.
For respect.
And I get, but that's what I'm saying. If they deserve it, not everybody deserves that.
I don't feel like I need to. I just don't ever want you to pop up where I'm at on a date and cause a scene.
Oh, see, yeah, no, I do not even talk to no dudes that do that.
Y'all kind of. I let this go on way longer than because it was good. We gotta go to the next topic soon.
Okay.
Real quick, because y'all spinning around the subject real quick. What specifically does a man have to do to indicate, outside of marriage, that they're serious enough for you to be committed to them?
Okay.
All right.
You wanna go first?
That's a question.
Oh, I know, I got you.
Yeah.
So for me, I don't know. I'm in a different season. So
True.
To indicate you're serious, I don't know. You got to figure that out because I don't like.
But you got to be receptive to it. I can use my. Okay.
Being supportive and, leading me into. I don't know.
But you have to know what direction that is. So I can say for my example, which is where I am presently, and this is fresh off the press. So for me, it was very much that serious, like the atmosphere in the conversation itself was set. Like I'm having a very serious and committed conversation with you right now. I want to know from you what you expect in your partner, how you would want your partner to show up.
Define what you consider a serious committed conversation.
Right. That's what I'm going to explain. Right. So we're having the conversation. My interest, my focus, my desire is to specifically date you, be with you, and to move forward into a marriage. I'm going to, in this conversation, I'm going to lay out what I would expect in my partnership, but I also want you to do the same thing. And in the end, I want to also understand that we are monogamous in the fact that we are committing this time and space to one another. So then at that point, I have no other distractions and interests that are filling my ears so that I can stay focused, because it's easy, to hear that little sweet thing and then you're trying to like, tickle. So it's literally that, like, we are dedicating our focuses directly, as opposed to like I have a span and people in my peripherals, they may not have my direct focus, but they're in the field of view as opposed to a narrow view. And we are both agreeing to that. Correct. That's in your situation. But for me, that was really what it was. And like I said, I had to also come to that space.
And you're dating, if I was a man, and you make this clear to everybody, it's fair game.
So what, the man making it clear?
No,
or
so
me
you, if you're saying this is my desire, I'm dating other people, I'm dating.
Yeah.
If everybody knows this, whoever steps up and applies the pressure is the
one who's going to get your attention.
Right.
Agreed.
So now, that's, as a man, that will be my focus.
Correct. But that's what I'm saying. But they have to also come with that statement. But if in your case, you're like, okay, they're coming up like, I want to step up.
Okay.
Yeah, but how do you know that though? That's the thing, because I feel like you're not ready. But that's what I'm saying. You got to be ready. I had to become ready to be like, no, this is how I want to lock my focus in with yours.
Give me 3 steps you took to be ready.
3 steps to be, okay. So first and foremost, so I'm a Jesus girly. So that was my focus, my faith. I had to really peel back, understand what I believe the Bible talks about a relationship is. And then I did fasting, praying, really becoming vulnerable. I realized that I had struggled with vulnerability because I hid so much. I hid that authentic me so much that I felt like, even though God knows, I think the practice of being able to just explicitly, raw, without any filters, say, God, this is what happened in this very hurtful part of my life, whatever. So being able to, I'm going to use the word regurgitate, take those things out. And really, because I'm a big journaler. I love to journal. I love to write. I love to express myself. I'm a creative. So I've done like playwrights and different things like that, writing. So I do spoken word. So I love to express myself in those ways. But being able to be raw like that, and I realized how hard it was, even with no eyes on it. Just me, myself, and God writing these things out from these very painful spaces. It was difficult for me. And I know, I'm like, God, I can't authentically show up in a relationship without being able to face that. So I really did that. And then I coupled that with fasting and prayer, like I mentioned, and really sought like to hear his voice and to heal. And I started to really recognize areas that, I really need to heal. The next thing was I got around women that are married or, have really great advice, because you have to have wise counsel. So I really got around them to really express that and really think through thoughts, because you can stay in your own mind, but you can't really, that's where the problems are. You know what I mean? So as much as I was realizing what things were, I had to really externally have conversations with people that I trust that would be like, not just my cheerleaders, but correct me in love and really do that. And whether that's a therapist, I have friends that are psychologists and stuff like that. So being able to talk with them and use their professional skills as well as coupling it with my faith and what I wanted to do as a healing journey, that was really big for me. And then another big thing was really going through forgiveness, because I realized that I had some resentment that was in my heart that was really putting lenses on things. And if I continue to hold on to that, I think sometimes those things create like soul ties. So it's like every time that thing happens or every time that trigger happens, I'm now responding inappropriately, especially now that like I really work to get out of a lot of toxic friendships and relationships. And I'm like, God, I don't want those things to show up in healthy spaces where there's people that love and care for me. So that for me was just really big, like going through that healing moment and helping for myself. That really helped me to like open up and be like, all right, these are the things that I want in a positive relationship, healthy relationship. These are the things that I don't want. And I look for those characteristics and then, obviously the attractive things.
So that's why I'm not ready to date, because I'm fasting and I'm getting vulnerable with God. That's the current stage of my life. So
hold off.
In my mind, it's like to entertain you is an interruption to this.
Yes.
So that's why I don't take it serious right now. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely.
But I do have the desire, but I know that, and maybe the desire shows more strongly now that I'm going through the fasting and being vulnerable with God more. But it's also just exposing the weirdos to me, because I be like, God.
But that's a good thing, though.
I'm like, God, I was like, yo.
But that's
the
a
other
good
day when I made that
thing.
post, I'm telling, I was like, God, you can't be fucking serious. And I talk
No
to
way.
God how I
Bro.
talk to I'm like, bro, what the fuck is this? Like,
Oh my God.
in the middle of me, I was like, yo, I can't talk. I'm in Bible study. I like can't. Then I'm like, God, you serious? Like, and then my kids is like, you watched this sermon 5 times, girl.
You need it.
Turn it off. I'm like, I'm getting distracted. I'm like, yo, stop texting me.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't
Shut it
care
off.
what your excuses. I know what my eyes saw.
Yeah.
Like, and I will never disrespect another woman. I've been the woman that's been disrespected.
Yes,
so like, it's
1000%.
nothing you can say to me as a man to be like, oh, he said y'all not. I
Yeah,
don't fall
yeah.
for none of that because in a minute. We all about to be in a group chat. That's my level of petty.
Okay.
Like, so
Okay, ma'am.
you got one more message and then we all in a group chat.
Yeah.
So, but I am going through that
I love
vulnerability.
it. No, you get there, and I love that. Protect that space because that space is my last point. That's a beautiful space to be in. And like I tell you about, I had to explain that to some dudes. Some dudes, got it. Some dudes didn't. But I'm like, that's not my responsibility. And I've even walked away from relationships in the past to go through this journey, and that was hurtful because this guy especially, he did nothing wrong. He was beautiful, he was perfect, but I knew that where I wanted and what I wanted to do, I couldn't do that entertaining somebody, and that was hurtful.
I think right now in this stage, so to answer the question, if a guy was to say to me, let's go to church or let's pray together, he probably would have my attention.
Exactly.
Like, because that's the current language I'm speaking.
That's what I'm talking about today.
But like, if it's or take me on a vacation.
Okay.
I like vacations.
I like vacations.
And I think me and God has established our non-negotiables. But like to say, like, I don't expect him to be like in a church weekly because I'm not, right? Because I don't believe all pastors are good leadership.
That's true.
1,000%. But I do believe that right now in my life, I don't run to my friends first for advice. I run to God, and I need him to do the same before we go to our friends. Because my friends will be like, we pulling up or we taking the professional. Like, they give me the option. And if I'm already upset, I probably want to pull up.
Exactly.
So I run to God first. And I need to know, like, if you're my partner, your trust and loyalty isn't in another human outside of me, for one, because I'm very selfish.
Yeah.
But you go to God for counsel first.
That's big.
And if you don't do that, then I don't think, like,
what are we talking
I'll
about?
entertain you, but you would never be my long term.
Period.
Because my children go to God first.
Okay.
So it's like how I look like with you.
Right. Yeah. I need my peace.
So I think when times change now, but I think when people think of real estate, they think of it being like a male-dominated industry.
Yes.
So for you, and I don't want nobody in real estate to attack me, but I feel like commercial real estate is more involved than residential, outside looking in. How is it as a Black woman in that space of a male-dominated, but also such a demanding space?
So that's what attracted me to the industry already. It's a challenge, you know what I mean? Like any other thing, right? But I've experienced that before, especially with other areas that are not necessarily like Boston, usually very friendly, very, equal opportunity. We get that. But sometimes outside of Boston, there's some, and then especially if somebody has the air, like I'm experienced, I'm seasoned, and they feel like they don't want to have a conversation with you. Like I've gotten hung up on before, but I still got the deal closed, let me tell you. But we'll save that for another day. But I knew that for a fact. And I tell people all the time, last year I went to they were highlighting women that did great in commercial real estate. And, I was the part of the minority in the group or whatever. But that atmosphere was dominantly men. Like I think outside of the awardees, there was probably maybe a couple other women. And that environment did not feel welcoming at all. Like I literally didn't even stay for the entire thing. I got a couple of nuggets and I was out of there. But it can be intimidating. But like I said, when you understand your presence and what value you present, because in the end of the day, I'm like, do you want to close a deal or not? Because I'm not here asking you for a favor.
That'd be my attitude in business. Like, do you want the service or not? Right. And a lot of people want to be friends. Like, and I don't ever want to mix business and friendship, right? For one, right? Because it get messy. Okay. And I think with most business, especially the industries we're in, it has to do with money. And
yeah.
if you will turn on me for $1,
I've had to experience that.
I don't really want to.
I'm not fighting you for no dollar. I'm like, money is too easy to be made. And like you said, if you really like activated and turned on, like you can annihilate. That's not a problem. So
The
I'm not gonna fight
activation
you.
is actually coming. But,
Okay. I know that. I saw you. I see you out here.
Saying y'all been warned.
Okay. Okay. Take me along for the ride. Okay. No, I'll be on the seat.
How is it like dealing with clients like me? I would say I'm so picky. Like I'm
Picky and passive.
so I'm exploring getting an office space.
Yes.
Primarily, I do want to build a team. So I want to be like the Olivia Pope of finances.
I could see that.
Type thing. But I don't like people. Like I don't. Not that I don't like people. That was strong and aggressive.
I get
that was
it.
aggressive. I don't like babysitting people.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to be like.
You need.
Did you do this? Like
independent
I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But I do feel like I want an office space. And I've been asking God. I know you're like, Whitney, you got to make up your mind.
Yeah.
But God told me to tell you this is what I'm gonna start texting you that. Like, now that I know, I'm like, God told me to. I be just like in the moment, like
Yeah. I realized that.
Oh,
It'd
so
be like
when
random hours. I'm like.
So when I sent you that
thinking.
video, that picture, it was like it wasn't like, oh, this is the space I want. It was more so like I can see this. For me.
Yes.
Because I need to be visible.
Yes.
Not in the shadows.
Yes.
That's why that first one, and maybe God punished me and let the person get that lease, but I was really praying that fell through.
That was like when
And
I
that
say
wasn't
perfect,
God. But that's the perfect space. So it'd be more like, so how do you deal with clients like me?
to get y'all to be realistic, because honestly, and then sometimes too, I get the folks that want to be that way, and then their budget is like you can't afford that. Like you gotta understand. And so sometimes with certain people that really want to be stubborn, I just you just gotta let the lessons burn them a little bit to be like, see, I told you.
See, that's
you know, and it's just the reality of it. Because for me, like as you see, like I go through, I'd be like, okay, let me get your numbers, let me get your plan, let me understand where you are, let me hear you talk about your business, your vision, like because there's certain convictions that some people will have that like, all right, cool, they're ready to run.
So I think I have the personality of, so when you be like, what's your budget? I'm like, oh no, this is
Right.
For one, it's not my budget, it's God's budget. So like, and I know that I only look at life one way. I'm not going into a commercial space to be out next year.
Right.
Like, we're not playing with my name.
Okay.
So, but if I do go, it has to be right. Like, and it has to be just as exquisite as me.
Correct.
Like, I don't want to be in
Correct.
nobody's shack. I don't want to.
Definitely not.
So it's like, I'm gonna do whatever it realistically looks like, or even unrealistically, right? Because I know I got God on my side to make it happen.
That's
so
right.
when people be like, "What's your budget?" I'm like, "Oh, what's the price?" That'd be my
right.
like,
See.
because I come from a place where like. In a Facebook group, so they be like, I be looking for somebody who affordable to do this. I laugh at them posts like,
Please.
you ain't gonna tell nobody they were.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So
How
like,
about-
I want to see the feel of it. Like,
Right.
do I feel like, will I sleep here on a late night?
Right,
Type, like,
right.
even though it may not be safe. Am I so comfortable working in this space that I'll fall asleep here and everybody be looking for me?
Correct.
And all my friends is pulling up out. That's
Right.
the vibe. Like, girl, what are you still doing here? And I say that because I'm a dreamer. Like, all my dreams come
Same.
true. And I've seen it in my dreams. So that's why when you be like, I'm like, I just know there's windows.
And
I
it's
just know there's
crazy.
parking. That's why I
Yeah.
said that space is
yeah.
equivalent to that dream.
Okay.
Like directly
The
equivalent.
one that you said. Yeah.
So, and I'm like, well, maybe it's the season, like, maybe this person's lease is going to fall through. Because I swear
Telling you.
it's the same layout.
Yeah.
So I'm like, maybe the lease is going to fall. We just got to wait. Right? Maybe
Yeah.
this, showing me this was God's way, like it's coming type of thing.
Agreed.
But I don't know.
So I think there's a difference, right? Because like I understand your profile. I've watched and experienced you enough to understand when you speak like that there is weight and validity behind that. Now, some people do it and there's no ambition, no effort, no profile, you are credible. Other people are not quite that way. So I entertain it because I believe, I know what it feels like for somebody to crush your dreams. which is another reason why you don't always share with everybody. So I get that. So I don't ever want to crush anybody's dream. I'm like, this is what we need to do to get you there.
But I think that
that's a different conversation.
People, again, the emotions don't belong in business. I don't think it's crushing the dreams. People, and comes to the mean girl in me. They were like, "Oh my gosh, you're so rude, but indirect." No. Because why do you want somebody to lie to you? Like, why are you used to people lying to you?
That's
the real problem. Like,
that's the part.
I'm not lying to you, and I tell people all the time, like, they be like, "Oh, I want to be an escort." Right. For what? You're not even making $20,000, let alone 50. Like, I don't think you're ready. Right. And it's like, oh my God, she shut me down. I'm not shutting you down. Right. I'm saving you. And now it comes back in 360. They're like, oh, I went to this person. They put me as an escort. But now I'm paying all these fees. But I told you that.
And they gotta feel that.
And now you want me to clean it up.
It's like what parents be saying. When you don't hear it, you feel it.
Yeah, they be like, just yell at me. Like, where did you get the concept by yelling at me? Like, first of all, it's your life. You're going to do what you're going to. I don't feel bad for you spending out of your pocket. That has nothing to do with me. Right. Like, if you want to learn the hard way, go ahead. But if you're asking me for my advice. Right. You got to be willing to take it.
That's the part. And that's what I'm saying. That's because I'm not chasing nobody's number. I'm not chasing a check. So for me, it doesn't do, it would be a disservice for me to not be honest with you about where you are, or to let you know we're not going to partner on this, and that's fine. But for me, like I told you, I don't crush it in the sense of like, I want you to take that back and go dig. Like I've had people that be like, this is my idea, but they have no substance behind it. I'll be like, go back and go put a plan together. Let's talk in a couple of weeks. Some people answer and they show up and they do it. They got their deals closed. Some people don't do it and they're still out there doing whatever they're doing. Find somebody else that puts you in a spot. But like you said, how does it look that your business was there and 8 months later, you can't even fund your project no more? Now you got to terminate your lease and you're in a worse situation than you came in there. It's crazy. It's too much money on the line. Way too much money on the line.
How is sisterhood and friendship in this journey for you right now?
A prayer point. So I needed to and looking to revamp that. Like I said, I know the qualities of what I want in my sisterhood. So I don't know if I've quite settled. I've made some beautiful connections such as yourself and things like that. And so, working on building those layers. And I know that comes with time and experience. But I am appreciating the fact that I can see things that I'm like, that's not going to work, especially in my adulthood and where I'm going. And so I can respectfully keep the distance from that. But sisterhood right now is a rebuilding, and I think it's beautiful because the people that I'm encountering, and like I said, prayerfully, like keeping my eyes open, they're coming in, and I know that it's like I said, from day one, you're like, oh my God, like, well, I feel like I know you forever, and so really appreciating that. But it's coming along. It's coming along. It's coming along.
Yeah. Right now, I desire a relationship that leads to marriage, and I do want a friendship. Like I want a female best friend, but women are just too catty for me.
That's the part. And then the drama. I don't really like drama. I like peace, which is and like I said too, I enjoy my own company. So somebody who also wants to be like, who's like I need to be on the phone with you 4 hours a day, like I can't do anymore. Once upon a time maybe, but now I'm like. So for real, I really like that interdependence. Like you got your own life, I got my own life. But when we get together, it's like pause play. I have a couple friends that like pause play. Like we might not talk for a couple months because they grown and got family. But when we get together, it is a time. And we can put that up in the books and we have it on the shelf. I'm like, you remember that moment? And it's all love. We're there for like key moments when we can. And if we can't, it's no love lost. That's the type of like ecosystem I want to build with my friendships.
So last question. If we're talking about impact and legacy and you were to be headline on a story and they said Nicky was the woman who, what would follow the who?
Nicky was the woman who truly dominated the commercial empire. Like I think that would be not one, it would be a comma to all the other things that comes with me, but especially in that realm for a Black female to really dominate, not only just closing deals, but owning empires of a strong portfolio, being a developer, just really stretching my arms wide in that realm. I think that if that was the showcase piece that was written about, I think it would be that amongst other things apart.
So So how can the people connect with you? Tell them what you got going on, your firearm training business.
Yes. So of course you guys already know I'm a commercial agent. My page that you can follow me at on Instagram is _Nicky_Allen. I talk about real estate
Nicky with a Y.
mostly. Nicky with a Y. Please, no KKI. Stop, y'all. Okay. But that connects to all my other pages. Another passion and desire for me, like I said, is a firearm instructor. I believe in the safety. I am a strong 2A supporter. I think that is our right, and we need to learn how to use it wisely. It comes with great responsibility, and I'm here to teach that. And so that is hedge training. So if you're looking to get your Massachusetts LTC, learn about other means of safety, other layers of safety, come on through. I got you there. And then, once you get on the page, you'll be able to explore and see all the other good stuff that I'm a part of. So,